supposed to be Steph Curry's year to be a transcendent player. He changed the NBA. He don't need Kevin Durant. I know Klay Thompson ain't playing. He's got all these other young stars around him. They got Wiseman, right? They don't need anybody else. Draymond Green is still there.
Ooh.
Can I talk?
I'm just listening.
It's supposed to be about Steph. Those fraudulent people out there, they were talking about Steph Curry for MVP. Do you remember that? Steph Curry for MVP? Are you kidding me? Steph Curry is not that guy. I've been saying it for years. All the people in the Bay Area, I know you're ready to crash your car off the Golden Gate Bridge. He's not that guy. He's not the transcendent player that people, yes, he made a lot of threes. He's never made the big threes to win you the game. If it wasn't for Kevin Durant, I'd sit here and right now and tell you the Warriors wouldn't have won those two championships, other two championships. I'm confident of that. This is a guy who's never won the Finals MVP, who had his team and milk money taken away from him when Kevin Durant showed up. You know why? Because Kevin Durant was a better player. Everybody knows that. But yet people try to paint this picture. Raise up, Steph Curry. You had a chance to show everybody that you're that dude. You don't need Kevin Durant. You don't need Klay Thompson. You don't need any of those guys. Put those young boys on your back. Make those threes from half court and three-quarter court when it matters. Instead, your team's getting drubbed every night. They want to rename the Chase Center to the Wells Fargo Center because you're not going to the bank on a nightly basis. That's how bad it is for the Warriors. Thank you, Kawhi. Chris, everybody.
USC Chris is in the house.
Yes, I'm glad. Thank you, USC Chris. Everybody ranting and raving about Steph Curry. Here was your moment to step up and show everybody that it ain't about everybody else. And I know he's been hurt and hasn't played all the games, but I don't remember Michael Jordan losing by 53 or being on a squad or these other transcendent players. And Steph Curry and the Warriors, they're just also-rans. With an all-time great on the team, they're also-rans. There's weak NBA teams everywhere. Steph beat those teams. You don't have to beat the best of the best every night, but beat those other teams. The Warriors are nothing without Kevin Durant. And now you know what? Klay Thompson might really be the key because they're just so also-rans without him. And Steph Curry wasn't able to elevate this Warriors team where people were honestly, go back and read the stories. Steph Curry for MVP. My foot.
Are you done?
I'm done.
I thought your Gonzaga take was bad. I thought your Gonzaga take was a hot take just to get eyeballs and earlobes and all that. Rob Parker, I got 2 words for you. Stop it! First of all, let me get a few definitions before I just tear this little take apart, all right, with facts. Because Rob Parker just brought a whole lot of feelings to a fact fight. But I fight with facts. All right? I don't have the pom-poms, and I don't have the shotgun unless it's deserved. I'm bringing truth. Now, Rob, you said Steph is not that guy. What is that guy? Can you define that?
He can't lift you. He can't bring up where's the young guys on the Warriors? Raise them up to respectability. Win games even though you're down and out. He's yet to make a shot with it to win a game or tie a game in the final 10 seconds for that storied franchise, the Warriors, for a transcendent player, for this guy who's supposedly the greatest shooter of all time. I take Reggie Miller and Ray Allen 10 times out of 10 times before I would take Steph to make me a big shot to win the game. That's what I mean. He's not that guy. Michael Jordan is that guy. I would take him any day.
I would
He's
agree
not
with
that guy.
I don't think you'll get an argument there, Michael Jordan's that guy. Okay, but there are other that guys, and Steph Curry is undoubtedly a that guy.
I would take Kevin Durant over Steph Curry.
This is all I know is Steph Curry won without Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant has yet to win without Steph Curry. And you talk about, Durant took his lunch money because he was the best player on Golden State. Okay, then by that logic, James Harden just took Durant's lunch money. Because Harden went to Durant's team and took over.
He wasn't playing, Chris. How does that make any sense? Kevin Durant wasn't playing when James Harden got there.
What?
It's apples and oranges. Come on, man. That don't even make sense. He wasn't even playing.
Can I finish? I'll let you go for 9 minutes. Can I finish now?
Do it. I'll turn my mic off.
Can you sit here and let me talk? You got to turn it off because you know I'm going to trounce you. You probably got your ears plugged, too, because you don't want to hear this smoke, Rob Parker. Smoke. All right, let's get to it. You brought up, first of all, you say, Steph, I know he's hurt, but I don't remember Michael Jordan getting beat by 53. That don't even make sense. Steph Curry didn't play in the game they got beat by 53. So that ain't even relevant. Neither did Draymond Green, for that matter. Steph Curry has missed most of these losses in this 7 of 8 games they've given up. Their record with Steph Curry, Rob Parker, is 22-20 this year. They are 1-7 without him. That's a heck of a difference. When he don't play, they are the worst team on the planet at the pro level. When he does, they're 22-20. Now you might say, oh, okay, 22-20 would be the 8th seed in the West. But guess what? Oh, you talking about he ain't that guy because he hasn't lifted them? There's a lot of guys that are that guy that haven't lifted teams on occasion. Ever heard of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Is he that guy? Yeah. But he 2 years in the middle of his prime, he didn't even make the playoffs. His last year in Milwaukee and his first year with the Lakers. And then when they did make the playoffs, Bill Walton swept him like a piece of dust. All right? And then Seattle beat him 2 years running. And then Magic got there and they started winning. But I'm not going to say Kareem Abdul-Jabbar ain't that guy, because just missing the playoffs 1 year don't mean you ain't that guy. Ever heard of LeBron James? His first year in L.A., missed the playoffs. And like Steph, he was hurt a little bit. But the games he played, they were 28-27. That's not even as good as Steph's 22-20. And he had more young talent around him than Brandon Ingram, future All-Star, Kyle Kuzma, Lonzo Ball. He had more talent around him than Steph has now. James Wiseman, that's your star? Really? His second best player averages 6 points a game. Draymond Green. I mean, seriously, Rob Parker.
He's a Hall of Famer. He's the best defender who's ever played in the NBA.
And so is Kareem,
and now all of a sudden he don't
LeBron.
matter. And now you want to give me some point totals? He's the greatest defender ever. Yeah, you're telling me about 6 points a game. How about this, Chris?
Yeah,
how about Damian Lillard with the Blazers? Has them 6 in the West.
Dame?
And they've played. I'm talking
Steph
about
Curry's
this year. I'm talking about this year. I'm talking about this year without McCollum and Nurkic. I mean, he's had those guys.
McCollum's there.
No, but he missed most of the year, and they have them in the 6th spot. And when you talk about James Harden, no KD, Kyrie in and out of the lineup, and they're number 1 in the East. So don't tell me about Steph Curry and making excuses. All I'm telling you
making excuses
is 22-20 is not where people were trying to say he was going to be the MVP.
Who was saying they were?
Go read the columns and stories.
Period.
No, it
Rob
wasn't.
Parker, when they were playing above their heads.
Oh wait, Steph Curry, look at that.
I wasn't saying he was going to be the MVP. You talking to me? I don't know these fandom cats you talking about.
All I'm telling you is he has the stage to himself.
All-time greats have missed the playoffs. Heck, Isaiah Thomas, his last 2 years, he missed the playoffs. He was younger than Steph.
You told me Steph is the greatest shooter of all time. How's he not making the playoffs?
Isaiah Thomas didn't make the playoffs his last 2 years with a prime Joe Dumars, with a prime Dennis Rodman.
The last 2 years of a career?
He was younger than Steph. He was younger than Steph.
Steph is in his prime. He's an MVP candidate, according to
Steph's
some writers.
in his 12th year. Isaiah Thomas played 13 years. Steph is older than Isaiah was when Isaiah stopped making the playoffs. So what are you talking about? I'm bringing facts, Rob Parker. And he's like, that guy, Steph, he's the 10th all-time leading scorer in finals history. You want to throw his garbage out?
You know
he don't have a finals MVP.
He don't have a finals MVP.
He's averaged 26.
Iguodala.
Can I finish?
Iguodala has an MVP, and he's on the same team as Steph. How is that?
Can I finish? You throwing out this foolishness. Steph Curry averages 26 points a game in the finals. That's bad? He's supposed to be ashamed of that? When that's more than Kobe Bryant, Isaiah Thomas, Larry Bird, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Wilt Chamberlain? Really?